RCG here, and today I have a tutorial on how to make 3D text in Blender. So first thing you want to do, obviously after installing Blender, if you don't have it already, I'll have the link to that in the description. First thing you want to do is load up Blender. Right here you'll have this little cube thing. What you want to do is get rid of that, so push the delete button or the X letter on the keyboard, click delete. Now you want to push space and type in add text. Add text. Now, after you have that, you want to push RX90, enter. So that'll flip it up to upright position. Now, you want to go over here to view, or if you have a number pad, you can push number pad 1, and then Control Alt 0 to lock the camera in place. Now, you can get this to your liking in your view. Push S, letter S, and then you can size it like this. And let's see. Some people put it right there in the middle. Some people just leave it on the top. It really doesn't matter because you can change the camera angle anyway. I'm just gonna do it like this to just make it easier for you guys. Next, what you want to do, if you want to anyway, change the font. What you want to do is go to the website in the description, find a font that you like, download it, drag and drop it onto your desktop, and then go over here, click on that, and then click on desktop, and then go to fonts, like whatever the image is at. I keep them in a folder. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to be using a font, but it's really, really simple. So you load that up, it'll pop up the text and the font you want. Then in order to change the text, you push tab, backspace out of it to whatever you want it to be. I'll just do my name there. Nope, don't push space. Push tab to set it. If you push space, it'll do, or enter, it'll do like I just did right there, where it drops down. So what you want to do after that is you want to go over here in the white. Still in this tab here, text tab, where it says fill, you want to do none. It said both. See, now you just get this outer shell. What you want to do there is give it some extrude. I usually start around 30, depending on the font. Gives it that 3D effect there. If you push middle mouse button, you can sort of pan around like this. Then you want to give it some depth. I would start around 7, and then resolution around 4. Depth will give it sort of a chiseled edge, and then resolution will make it smooth around the edges there. So now you got that, which is awesome looking, right? So you want to do Shift D, which will create a duplicate. And what you want to do, you don't actually have to move your mouse around if that makes it easier for you to get it back in place. Let's just do that. Give me a second to put this back into the right place. If I have to adjust it in a second, then I will. But yeah, you don't have to move the mouse when you push Shift D. You can just push Shift D, left click, and you won't have to mess with all that right there. I just thought I just did that to show you that there's a duplicate. So now what you want to do is go to this, take it off none and put it on both. Turn off the depth and the resolution, and if you made the same mistake that I did, just make sure that it's in the right place, that it's centered inside the first layer, and it is, which is good. So with the with the duplicate selected, still selected, it'll be select by default. After doing all that, you go over here to the materials tab, click new, intensity all the way up, and this is where you'll change the color. I'm going to give it a greenish color, light greenish color. Make it a little bit brighter. And then you want to right click on this. That's how you select, always, right click. Click new, turn the intensity all the way up, and then just change it to whatever else you want. Just go with the light, with a teal-ish looking color. That'll work. So we got that. Next thing you want to do is you want to go over to back to text. No, you don't. You want to go over to this little camera scene button here. Scene. You want to go to shading, where it says alpha sky. Change it to alpha transparent. That'll make it so you can use it on any use it on anything afterwards. It'll delete the background, so it'll be just the lettering and a image file. And then you want to go to world, and you want to mess with the lighting a little bit. So what I usually do is I go right here, this little thing here, viewport shading. I go to rendered, so I see how it looks like when it's rendered. See how it's so dark though? That's the lighting, and you can make it look however you want. You can also mess with these right here if you want to make it darker or brighter or whatever. Like just for example, well, that's a little bit too dark. See, you can just change it like that to your liking. Let's get a little bit up, a little bit more. And that'll work just fine. Now, you want to hit 0, so it'll take you back to where the camera was. And then you can zoom in like that. Actually, push letter in, lock camera to view, and then zoom in, so it, it actually zooms in. It doesn't just zoom in on for your viewing on the program. Then you click out of that, push in again, go over back to the scene tab, click render. Then you want to go to image, save a copy. I'm going to just save it as to desktop as text example.png. Save as image, minimize, and then what transparent does, see there's no background. So if you decide, say, let's give you an example. Let's go image. Come on, canvas size 1920 by 1080. Suppose you wanted to use it as a channel art. You use set it as transparent, so that whenever you say do this right here, black and blue, do like that, so that when you paste it, well, hang on, I messed up. What you want to do before that is you want to push Control A, delete. You want to make it make that like that. Do this. Now you want to do the gradient. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a tutorial on this as well. I'm just trying to give you an example of what I'm talking about with transparent. See, that's what I mean. There's no background, so you can just use it however you want it to on anything. Kind of as a logo, I suppose. Pretty cool. Anyway, this is the first video in several videos I'm doing on Tumblr Blender. I can't speak. Blender tutorials. So be sure to subscribe and stick around for when those come out. The next one I'll be showing you how to do things like this. How to make a cool sort of cover or channel art right there, like that, with using reflections, glossy looks and all that. So that's pretty cool. This is all, well, that's all that. It's pretty cool. So I'll be showing that in the next video. So if you liked the video, comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any issues or questions or whatever with the program, just leave a comment. I will definitely get back to you probably the same day that you leave a comment. really easy program to use, but it can get annoying sometimes. So feel free to just leave a comment message if you have issues, and we will get that solved. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you like the video, and I will see you in the next video.